Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the 7th, I think, of November. Um Interesting day in the market, and I I was surprised by the SPY being as up as it was. I mean, I thought we had more of a muted kind of day. Um I didn't see really that many triggers. Um if I if I had to describe it, I would just use the word ho hum, I guess. Um, because nothing to me really stood out like this stock is exploding. Um, I posted a couple this morning. Started off with XOM, and even if you look at XOM, so they gap down. So this is, and let's get rid of the ticks. Um, so even though they gap down, and that was a pretty big gap for XOM, they kind of were relatively flat the rest of the day. And as an intraday trader, you don't really want that. Um, another one that I watched, and I think I posted watch for a break below 34. And sure enough, we got it. But again, this range is kind of, 33.92 up to 34.45. The two that really kind of stood out to me were Google, and more so on the daily. I think I don't know when I posted this, Monday or last Friday. I really like this daily chart because you have this V going on. You have this gap up to 135, and we're kind of slowly traversing back up to that 135 mark. So I'm quite, I don't want to say quite, I'm longer term bullish on Google. Another one was another
Hey,
tab.
Brian, can I go ahead and show you something?
Show me something.
Go on Fidelity.
Delhi.
So this is what I look for in terms of what I'm looking for on a trade. Oh, yeah, I already had Fidelity up.
So you got a particular stock?
Well, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do XOM.
Okay.
So bring it up on 3 months, 20-day SMA.
Let me get the chart plus.
Now, just so you know, if you do it on the app, it does it automatically.
MA 1020. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Yeah, so you want one of those so you can switch to 20-day SMA.
20. Yeah.
And then what you want to do is it set for 3 months?
Yep. So yeah, so this is a 3 month. So this was today. This gap down that occurred overnight.
Yeah, it's not showing on your screen. Can you go further back or?
Oops. Let's see. Can I?
I'm not seeing today. That looks like today on the last one.
Yeah. So this is today right here.
But do you see what's going on? Is it's going to always come back to 20-day SMA.
Yeah, because it is quite extended now. So the 20-day SMA is sitting at 107.5, and we're down 104 and change. So 3%, I think, move back up to the upside.
Oh, let's say if you can keep the same pattern and go to Google.
So here's Google, and yeah, here's your 20 SMA, which is sitting at 133.5, which I think that was our high today. Well,
And
133.28. So we're just kind of a stone's throw. So
so
yeah,
I sold Google at 133 about that. Um, the the whole logic is that you have to balance the trade to the SMA to give you clarity to where it's going to go. And so we knew Google was going to go up from the SMA because it's above the SMA. We knew ExxonMobil and Oxy would go down from the SMA. The news pushed oil to go up, but the fundamentals made it go down.
yeah, it's interesting why. And let me look at CVX too. Um, it's interesting why oil is down as much as it is. Um,
Well, I'll tell you why. Because what's going on is that there's pressure from Saudi Arabia, from the United States, to go ahead and cut the prices and keep the prices artificially low. Um,
hmm.
it's all manipulated. That's all it is.
Well, and Saudi Arabia has the power, so to speak, because they just say, well, just we're just gonna produce tons more oil and drop the price. So they kind of control that oil market. Um, so yeah. Um, the last let me see if I can go back to the last stock I mentioned was Apple, which had a really nice day. Um, this I think might have been China. Um, let's see if there's news. So this was at 11:15. 11:15. Apple
I'd
delays work on next year's iPhone. Mac software to fix bugs. Oh, in a rare move, Apple has hit pause on development of next year's software updates.
So what happens is that from being on the New York Stock Exchange, the algorithms are set to news. So anytime you have any news, that will go ahead and alter where the stock's going to go.
Yeah. I just noticed this on Apple's daily chart. We have a top right here, top, double top. So
Hmm.
Apple will be kind of one to watch as well. Um,
So while we're talking about that, Brian, why don't we throw it out? Both Brian and I will be in San Antonio next week. Um, we are going to go ahead and be going out Friday night at the RiverWalk. If any of the members are want to hang out with us and have a cold one, we'd be more than happy to have you stop in and say hi to us. So,
yeah. I wonder what time Daniel's starting in the morning. Do you know?
he usually starts at 9.
Hmm. Get to see how
Why does
you and
that
I will
mean
be
you
in the
got to
back
get
of
up
the
early?
room. So you and I will be in the back of the room trading.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we did that last time, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is Friday. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, the Friday drop never really came. It was actually a good long day there, so kind of
Yeah.
interesting how that worked out. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very close to updating the 5-minute app for iOS. Um, I have it working. I have it working on my phone. Have you seen pictures that I posted today of the stocks that I was tracking? And I think that was Apple, CVX, Google. I think MU's a holdout from a while back. Um, X and XOM. So that's my kind of basket of stocks that I kind of watch in the morning as far as when they're going to trigger. Um, and like I said, the two standouts of those were Apple and Google. both had pretty bullish days, even in a somewhat sideways market. So I'm still trying to find a way to have a discount if you subscribe to both the 5-minute stock rule and the stock earnings app. The 5-minute app gives you the triggers in the morning. The earnings volume app gives you the volume on where the money is going, on which side. So they kind of play nicely together. I haven't found a way to automatically give a discount. But if you're interested, reach out and we'll kind of work something out. I'll figure something out. So yeah, I continue to plug away. So I don't think, do I have anything else to chat about? I don't think so. I guess that's all I have on my end. I don't know, Alan, your thoughts, final closing thoughts?
If you see something, jump in. But as of right now, it's a choppy market, and the only thing you can rely on is that 5-minute app. I used the 5-minute app today on Google. Did very well with it. It's very up and down. Very interesting is bookings. They're up like $150 in 3 days. So
Yeah.
what that's
Yeah, they've had a
telling you, they're expecting this thing to Gaza to stop, that travel to come back, and everything's going to be normal again.
right.
See,
Knock on wood. So
that's what the market's telling us. So,
yeah, let's get back to normal.
and you saw that with oil today. Oh my God, 2 bad days in a row. So,
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they had a pretty
and
rough day yesterday. And I was friends with someone I was chatting with who was short Google or short XOM yesterday and had a good day yesterday. So yeah.
and you only know that if you're playing the 5-minute, app, doing it on a single day. So,
Right.
excellent. All right,
Right,
Brian,
exactly.
I will see you next week.
Yep.
Same bet channel.
Sounds good. Everybody have a good
All right.
night. Talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Okay.